Hello everyone. So I thought I would make a piece based on the Lilo and Stitch. So what I'm going to do is use the colors from Lilo and Stitch. He's kind of like this blue looking color, and there's always a lot of flowers because they have their little leis and things like that. So we're going to use flowers. Now I have mixed up 4 ounces of resin. I am using craft resin. This is a low viscosity resin. It's a 1-to-1 resin, completely cured in 24 hours. It's a great resin. I've mixed it up for 4 minutes and it's already degassed very well. I didn't even have to put it in my debubbler. That is awesome. I did just mix in a little bit of this gold sparkle, and what I'm going to do is we're going to use these blue and turquoisey looking flowers, and if I can get them opened, because this is a vase type of thing. I just want to cut these flowers off, and I'm going to fill this up down in here. And I'm just going to keep cutting them and putting them in there until I get quite a few. I want them everywhere. And then I'm going to pour the resin in there. And I'm also going to use some out of the other one over there and put in, there's some big long green looking, blue looking pieces that I really like, that I think will look really good in this piece. And at the end, after we get this all done, this is a flower vase, and after we get this done, I'm going to take Stitch and I'm going to glue him down in here to sit in the middle of our vase. I think he will look really cute sitting in the middle of this. But that's what we're going to do. So guys, I'm just going to put you all on a little bit of a pause one time I just fill this up with flowers. Alright, so I got as many flowers as I want in there, I think, because these are probably going to float and move around. I'm just going to kind of put them where I want them. There we go. Okay, then I am going to take these pieces in here. Ooh, about dumped my resin over. I think these are so pretty. So I just want to place a couple in here. Maybe I'll take that smaller one out and put the bigger one there. I wonder if I can get that smaller one up in the top. Okay, I think that will be pretty. Alright, I don't want to use any more of that. That's all I'm going to do with the flowers. And we're going to leave me a little room because I want to back this with gold, like a sunset. Or to me, a sunset has that gold tone to it. Just going to get some of those bubbles off the side there. Everything else is really degassed very well. I love this resin. It doesn't have a bad odor or anything like some do. And it cures really clear. But you can't beat the way it degasses. Now I'm just going to slowly pour this in there and hope that that goes around all those flowers and I don't get any kind of bubbles. And I may not need all 4 ounces, but just in case. See how all those bubbles are coming out of there? Great resin. I don't want to leave a lot of space. Just enough to put just a little gold back. Okay. All right. Just going to tap this. So if there's any bubbles down in there that need to break loose, they can. Now, I'm going to get a silicone stir stick. Where is it at? Not that one. Okay. Silicone stir stick, I can manipulate my flowers back where I want them. And I can try to poke any bubbles out that might be stuck down in there. Okay. I feel like I need just a few more flowers up here. So let's get us a few more to stick down in there. I'm cutting them and missing the whole mold. I'll have to pick them up. There we go. Now, get those coated with the resin. I see a couple bubbles stuck on the side that I'm just going to try to get to come loose. Okay. All right, guys. I think that just about does it. Just a couple little bubbles stuck to some of those flowers. I could have put the flowers in the resin and then put it in the debubbler, and it would have got some of those, but you'd still get bubbles as you're getting it down in there. Okay. All right. We are going to let that cure up and then come back and put the gold on the back. Let that cure. Then I will stick my rose in there that I have in gold and put our little stitch on the inside there. All right, guys. I'll see you all back once this cures. I'll see you then. All right, guys, this is cured up. So I have my craft resin, 1-to-1 resin, low viscosity resin, and I'm going to mix up 2 ounces. Craft resin is measured by volume, not by weight. So I'm going to do 2 ounces. I'm going to do 1 ounce of B. Okay. I always pour my B first because it mixes better, my opinion. And then I'm going to do 2 ounces of A. 1 ounce of A. I want a total of 2 ounces. Okay. There we go. Put the lid back on there. I will spill it. I don't need that cup. I'm using turquoise to back this, and I thought I'd just use a gold flower to put in it because I think that will look really pretty. So I'm just going to get a scoop of this, maybe just a little bit more. I want it to be opaque. I'm not sure how opaque this color is. I'm not even sure I've ever used it. Okay. Let me mix this up just to see what kind of color we have. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. I'm going to mix this up for 4 minutes and I'll be right back. All right, so I got this mixed up. I love this resin. It degasses so well. Low viscosities usually do, and this one definitely does. All right. We are just going to pour this in for our last layer. Color of the sea. I'm just being careful not to let it overflow. It's not going to hold very much. I am going to dome it just slightly. That way, hopefully, I don't have a lot to clean up off the edges after. We've almost got it. Okay, let's let that settle out and see how that does. I'm going to look at it from an angle down here. I think it could use just a little bit more. Not much. Okay, I'm going to let that level out and see where we're at. I think we're good. So that held 1 ounce. All right, guys, we will let this cure up and then we will come back and demold it, put our little stitch on there and our little flower in there. I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, so this is cured up to where we can demold it. Let's get this out of here and see what it looks like. I do have 2 little stitch figures. Got this one, isn't it cute? And I got this one. I don't know if I want to do both or if I want to do one. So we'll see. Not sure about the pinky one. I'm not sure it will match our color theme. All right. Get this out. And then get this out here. Okay. Now, I do have a little cleanup to do. So I'll just take this and get all of this extra off. I think it might need to cure up a little more. And what I will do is I've got to get my tube for here, which I completely forgot. Okay, here we go. We will set that there. there is our flower. And then we will put stitch right here with a little E6000 glue. Yeah, I don't think they'll both fit. Nope, just a little blue stitch or purple blue looking. And that is it. I'm going to trim this up, glue him down, and then I will show you guys a picture at the end. So I will see you. I will see you for the picture. Well, I won't see you, but anyways, I'm just going to get this cleaned up and share you the photo at the end, and that will be it for our stitch piece. Isn't he cute? I love that little tongue sticking out. All right, guys. Bye for now.